Greetings to all of you. I know that all of you are doing well now that you have graced this channel. Um, I wanted to start off by letting you guys know to like, comment, and subscribe, of course, and click the notification bell so that you could be notified every time I upload a new video. Yes. It's a bit overcast today, so my video quality may not be the best today, but you know, one monkey don't stop no show, so I gotta continue to keep pushing my content. So yes, today on composition consciousness, uh, the quote for today by yours truly is, "See past your past love. See past your past love." So, what do I mean by that? Well, when we are trying to get over an ex, um, the most difficult part about it is not necessarily them, but it's the memories that we have. And at that point, it's basically a mental thing. They're not physically in your life anymore, so that's something that you don't have to worry about, but you are attached. Now you're attached to the memories of that person. And so those memories, um, it's what is really hard to get over, and all is mental. If you had someone else after your ex, you wouldn't really be worried about them because you have someone to occupy your space and mind and time. But a lot of times we find it hard to get over an ex, and we're not dealing with anybody at that point, for whatever reasons. Maybe you just want to take a break from dating, or you really want to just get yourself together and elevate so that you don't attract that type of person back into your life. Maybe you want to do some self-reflecting, whatever the case may be. Some people find it difficult to just kind of like get over an ex, and sometimes it's hard. It's easier said than done, but just remember that all is mental. All is mental. It starts here first. And there used to be a saying that in order to get over somebody, you have to get under somebody else. And sometimes that rings truth. I don't doubt that for a minute, because, like I said, that person who is into your life now is occupying your mind, your space, and your time. So there is a bit of a measure of truth in that. So yeah, I can agree with that to a degree, wholeheartedly. Well, to a degree. Um, so I want to give you guys some tips and tricks. Well, not necessarily tricks, but mechanisms as to how you can really get over an ex. And I'm going to give you a technique that I came up with that helped me get over the thoughts of, past loves that I've had and stuff like that. So for men, it's going to be different, and for women, it's going to be different. So, because we operate under two different, mind frames. So for men, I definitely would advise you guys to uh, use your visual creativity to get over your ex, because you guys are more visual creatures. So my best advice to you is to um, have a mental picture of the perfect woman. Somebody that's attainable, though. Don't go with like a celebrity or, anybody like that, but have um, a visual imagery, a visual image of the type of woman that you just find just amazing, attractive. She has all the attributes. Physically, she has all the attributes that um, you aspire to have in a woman. Make sure it's not somebody that you've already had, or somebody. It could be somebody that that you have always wanted and never had. Somebody that's in your past that you just passed up on, and you may have seen them before or something like that, and now you kind of want to get with them. You can use someone like that, but make sure it's a woman that you created that could be attainable. It has to be somebody that is attainable in your immediate right now, someone that that you can pull. Because what that's going to do for you is that's going to give you a level of expectation. So, okay, how to like put all this into practice? Let's just say the thought of your ex comes into your mind, and let that thought go for probably about a minute or so. um you want to think about your ex, but also think about what happened that made you and your ex split. You have to put all of that into consideration, because if you don't, you're going to be, with full regret and stuff like that. That's what's going to make you linger on and start thinking about that person even more when you think about like the good times. No, you have to think about the good times, but also think about why you're not with that person as well. And let that be your last thought. So let's go with the good. They were a good cook. They were, there for you and this and that. But, she was crazy, or, it was just something that you just couldn't deal with. And even if you were the problem and you were the cause of y'all breaking up, like create a scenario in your mind, as to something that she did that caused the breakup. I mean, it's all in your mind at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's over anyway. So you might as well create the situation that's going to benefit you. All is mental. Okay. So even if the breakup was your fault, in your mind, you can create the situation. You can create a scenario where, all right, well, she cheated on you, even though that isn't what happened in reality, but you are now creating closure. So you can create whatever you want. She cheated on you. So now the relationship is over. So now you have this new thing coming to your life. This this woman who is voluptuous, or she's tall. She's whatever type of imagination you have her to be. She's this just gorgeous woman. She's this um, she's everything that you wanted. And she makes you feel so good. She makes you, I mean, really get into it, fellas. Like, really, really, get into character. Like, and even if you have to, fantasize about her in a sexual way and, kind of get off, do what you have to do and put yourself in that space of like, wow, like this is my fantasy woman. But this woman that is your fantasy is somebody that's attainable. And that creates the level of newness into your life, because now you're creating the environment. Mentally, you're creating the environment for this person, this woman to come into your life, because you've made her attainable in your world. And this is all that you think about now. Even when when you think about your ex, think about her. But you have to put this into practice. Like, the minute you start thinking about your ex, you have that thought, acknowledge that thought. But like I said, either create a scenario as to why you and your girl broke up, or if she was, if it was her fault or whatever, and she was just crazy or whatever, you know what I mean? You have to put that in there. You have to look at the reason why you guys are not together. And then think about this fantasy woman, this woman that, you have mentally created, the woman that you're expecting now. Because this is the woman that's going to bring you all of your love, all of the joy, all of the passion that you have been, craving. And this is the type of woman that you're now putting your energy into. She's not physically here, but you're manifesting her in the mental realm, on that mental plane. So now you have a new level of expectation as opposed to regret and disappointment thinking about your ex. Got it? Now for women, it's okay for us to, visualize, because we have a visual imagination as well, but not to the degree of men. Men are just visual creatures. We tend to kind of go for character. And so for women, my advice to you, and what I've done as a woman is I went through that process of, the same thing, looking at, the situation with my exes and stuff like that. And I would visualize what has happened, visualize what happened with us, but also look at the reason of the breakdown of the relationship. And I would I would create this almost like this mysterious man. He was mysterious, like he doesn't have a face. I didn't put a face, but his characteristics. He makes me smile. He makes me, he secures me. He provides for me. He protects me. So it's more of an essence type of thing. It's more, I've just put in more attributes to this person. And that's what's kind of helped me. That is what helped me get over get over my ex. So I have an expectation of a provider, a protector, someone who's charismatic, who's funny, um, who showers me, who spoils me. Like that, I look at it more as an uh, attribute. I look more at the attributes, and so I have this. He doesn't have a face, but he has the attributes that I aspire to have in a mate, and so I aspire to that, and I expect that, and I vibrate on that feeling, and it's that feeling that allows me to forget about my past. you know you have to get past your past, you know and look forward to new expectations, um, and just not necessarily expectations from the person per se, but expectations of what you deserve, so that when you are vibrating on the frequency of that person, that created person, um, you can draw that into you. And when it manifests into this dimension, into this reality, you'll be able to know it. You'll be able to feel it, because that's something that you desired. That's something that you have, you've already been feeling it, and you're putting in all of the laws, the law of vibration, all is mental first. The very first law that governs this universe, all is mental. You're vibrating, you're using the law of vibration, and the thoughts as above, so below. You're using all of that. You're using the law of gender, male. If you're a male, you're doing this for female. If you're female, you're doing this for a male. So you're combining all of these different things to help aid you in, getting past your past and uh, positioning yourself for a better future with, the person literally of your dreams, the person that you've always dreamed of because you've imagined them first. So I'm not going to keep rambling. I hope this was helpful. I hope this coping mechanism will help you guys, cope with dealing with an ex and how to really uh, get past them. And if this information was helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with someone who you think may benefit from it. And I will see you all on the next video. Bye.